In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 10, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs. A pair of teams from the National League Central do battle as a heated rivalry closes out its first chapter of the season on the north side of the Windy City. Will the Redbirds find a way to leave town on a positive note, or can the Cubs earn a win in the friendly confines here? The St. Louis Cardinals have scored 21 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 6 of their last 7 games. The Cardinals have lost 5 of their last 8 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Paul Goldschmidt leads the Cardinals with 44 hits and 20 RBI, while Wilson Contreras and Nolan Arenado have combined for 66 hits and 34 RBI. Jordan Montgomery gets the ball, and he is 2-4 with a 3.29 earned run average and 38 strikeouts this season. Montgomery is 4-0 with a 0.63 earned run average and 19 strikeouts in his career against the Cubs. The Chicago Cubs have scored 9 runs in their last 3 games and 4 or more runs in 5 of their last 10 games. The Cubs have won 9 of their last 13 games when scoring 4 or more runs. Nico Hoerner leads the Cubs with 46 hits and 19 RBI, while Ian Happ and Cody Bellinger have combined for 74 hits and 37 RBI. Justin Steele gets the ball, and he is 5-0 with a 1.45 earned run average and 36 strikeouts this season. Steele is 0-1 with a 5.25 earned run average and 6 strikeouts in his career against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are 2-6 in their last 8 Wednesday games and 19-9 in their last 28 during Game 3 of a series. The Cubs are 12-5 in their last 17 Wednesday games and 3-8 in their last 11 overall. The over is 5-1 in Cardinals' last 6 overall. The under is 12-2 in Cubs' last 14 overall. The Cardinals are 12-4 in the last 16 meetings in Chicago and 21-8 in the last 29 meetings. Montgomery has pitched well, though his record doesn't indicate it. The fact that the Redbirds have been blanked in 3 of his 7 starts hasn't helped matters for him. We've seen the Cardinals have a major inconsistency when it comes to generating offensive production. Meanwhile, now they have to deal with Steele, who has been terrific in the early part of the season as he builds on the stretch run of last season. The Cubs have played better than expected in the early going, and calling up Matt Mervis along with Christopher Morel should help bolster the bottom half of the lineup. You can make a case for either side here, and it looks like the St. Louis Cardinals are starting to find their footing a bit. Jordan Montgomery has owned the Cubs in 4 career starts. Still, it's hard to bet against Justin Steele and the start he's on, as he's absolutely dealing. The Cubs offense is also due for a bounce-back performance. Toss-up prices give me the Cubs at home with a young stud on the hill, so the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. St. Louis has seen the under post an 18-17-1 mark entering Tuesday's action. The Cardinals are 14th in run production as they put up an average of 4.42 runs per contest, which slumps down to 3.65 runs per game away from home. St. Louis has an average total of 9.31 runs per game overall on the year, and that slips to 7.83 runs per game at Busch Stadium. Chicago has seen the under post a 21-14 mark on the season entering Tuesday's action. The Cubs are 10th in the majors entering Tuesday as they average 4.83 runs per game this season, though that falls slightly to 4.60 runs per game at home. Chicago has seen an average total of 8.4 runs per game on the year, which climbs slightly to an average of 8.55 runs per game at Wrigley Field. We saw only 4 runs in the opening game of the series, and with a pair of solid pitchers on the mound, this game winds up below the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago White Sox versus Kansas City Royals. The American League Central's basement dwellers will keep beating each other up in this Wednesday night tilt. The Kansas City Royals had a lot of fun in Monday's series opener, winning 12-5. The second game took place on Tuesday night. If the Chicago White Sox, who are expected to compete for the American League Central crown, want to turn things around, they need to win this game. However, Kauffman Stadium hasn't been kind to them lately and may give them grief again in this game. Chicago is 2-10 in their last 12 road games and 3-13 in their last 16 Game 3 matchups, while the over is 5-1 in their last 6 games overall. Kansas City is 18-39 in their last 57 games overall and 5-17 in their last 22 home games, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 Game 3 matchups. Diving into the WHIPs of these starting pitchers shows a large difference, as Lance Lynn is pitching to a 1.53 WHIP while Brad Keller has a 1.82 WHIP this season. There is also a slight difference in the power strokes, as the White Sox have hit 38 homers as a team while the Royals have 33. Keller has been awful as a home underdog, and it's not going to get any easier in this game. Lance Lynn doesn't have the best earned run average, but he's the better pitcher in this game. Keller in his last start gave up 7 runs, and he's going to be lit up by the White Sox's offense here. So the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Both teams are starting struggling pitchers and have weak bullpens this season. Kansas City's offense is having an explosive month, while Chicago's has proven that they can score on most nights. The over also has been hitting in most head-to-head matchups between these clubs lately. Both starting pitchers are allowing too many hits against them, as Lance Lynn has a .283 batting average against, while Brad Keller has an opposing batting average of .276 so far. These bullpens have been struggling way too much, as Chicago is currently 29th with a 6.37 reliever earned run average, while Kansas City is 27th in baseball with a 5.24 bullpen earned run average this year. The over has hit in 5 of the last 7 games against one another. Keeping with both teams' trends this season, the over should hit in this one. Neither club has proven capable of consistently solid pitching in 2023. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Diego Padres versus Minnesota Twins. The San Diego Padres and Minnesota Twins face off on Wednesday in an MLB showdown at Target Field. In the first game of this series, it was the Padres that were able to secure the 6-1 victory. The Padres sit with a 19-17 record overall, and on Monday it was the pitching that was the difference, giving up only a run. Manny Machado had a strong game, finishing with 2 hits and 3 RBIs. The Padres are averaging 4.194 runs, while their pitching is giving up 4.17 runs per game. Manny Machado has hit 5 home runs and driven in 17 RBIs. On the mound for the Padres will be Seth Lugo, who sits with a 3-2 record and an earned run average of 3.21. The Padres need a good start from Lugo here. The Twins sit with a 19-17 record overall, and the offense has been a major issue for them. On Monday, the offense only managed 1 run, and that led to the defeat. The Twins' offense is averaging 4.25 runs, while their pitching is giving up 3.67 runs per game. The offense is ranked 22nd in the league, while the pitching is ranked 3rd. The offense has let them down too often this season. On the mound for the Twins is Pablo Lopez, who sits with a 2-2 record and an earned run average of 3.77. In his last start against the White Sox, he went 7 innings, giving up 6 hits and 2 runs. The Padres are 4-1 in their last 5 in Game 1 of a series and 16-6 in their last 22 interleague road games versus a right-handed starter. San Diego is 1-6 in the last 7 Tuesday games. Meanwhile, the Twins are 8-19 in their last 27 versus a team with a winning record, and the over is 5-1 in the last 7 Wednesday games. The over is 5-1 in Minnesota's last 6 in Game 2 of a series. Lugo had a sketchy outing versus the Cubs late last month, but 2 of his past 3 starts have been solid. In that other pair combined, Lugo has 3 earned on 13 hits and 3 walks in 12 innings. On Tuesday, San Diego started slowly but really turned it on over the last few innings. So the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. The Twins have been awful at the plate of late, and the Padres haven't impressed at all, so give me the under on the totals. The starting duo will hopefully pitch well, and both bullpens are loaded with strong arms. San Diego entered Tuesday's opener rolling on a 5-game under streak. On the other side, 5 of Minnesota's previous 8 contests and 5 of the Twins' last 7 contests played and may have gone under the total. I would be surprised by a high-scoring game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.